Yo, this is becoming so patently obvious that we are being manipulated, we are being played. This entire thing is orchestrated. I'm about to walk you through all the immediate impromptu protesters that were just discovered through some really good research, I'm going to be honest with you, about. That they were across the entire nation at every single protest. It's really strange how this is consistently popping up. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing because you guys need to send this stuff out and you need to be shown what is happening against us as a nation because you're being manipulated. And you guys know how I despise manipulation, lies, and propaganda. All right. Let's get right into this. Of course, this is the show right before the live stream tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This one is just the appetizer to it, guys. Make sure you're there, 9 p.m. Eastern Time live stream. Okay, let's get into this. You can follow me on X at Braden LOA if you want. That's where all of this stuff is available. I'd love to have you over there. But guys, I want to show you something because one of the things that I've told you from the very beginning of this entire controversy has been they raise the temperature. They put people out there as feelers and kind of like scouts. Bad things happen. They deploy the agitators. They deploy the protesters. Everything is organized and orchestrated. And then you get media coverage. And then that's the exact same thing. That is the rinse, wash, repeat. Okay? Now, look, I'm just going to throw this out here. What are the odds, do you think, that an impromptu protest where people are automatically mad for something that happened 48 to 72 hours ago, they've organized entire LED panel trucks?
This is America.
Don't catch you slipping. Entire trucks. This is the impromptu organization that happens that quickly with a couple thousand people in Minnesota. That fast. The individual, the text, the LED trucks, everything. It happened that quickly. That kind of goes towards some sort of organization, doesn't it? Well, now, let's go into this one. Hey, you remember this guy? I think this is a fascinating one. You remember this protester who was saying it's time to take up guns and kill every federal officer and basically take back our country in time for a civil war? Remember that guy? He was saying things like this at the protest.
People need to fucking show up with guns to face you guys. It's fucking time for an armed resistance against the United States of America.
Take your mask off, bitch.
This is done. We're done. You're fucking murderers. You shot a woman in a wheelchair.
Mask off, bitch boy.
We need to fucking come back with fucking weapons. Go to the gun store, get a gun, learn how to use it, and fucking face you guys man to man.
All right, that right there is performative. He knows he's being filmed. He knows that he's saying inflammatory language. He knows that he is advocating for something that is going to get more people hurt and openly hoping that everyone hears it and then someone does something. This is literally the exact same thing we've been talking about. Now, I thought that was really interesting and a little extreme, almost like overacting. Oh my God, look. This is what you need to see. This is why you need to spread these things out. This guy has been involved in all of these protests. Isn't that weird that he consistently keeps showing up? And by the way, it's not just him. I'm going to show you more in a second because truth matters. These people are orchestrated. These people are being shipped around the nation. These people are meant to be inflammatory to show you clips. I just showed you right there. The entire point is to raise the temperature. All right, look, we've got one over here in the top right where he's being dragged out. We've got the original mugshot on the top left. We've got another one right down there in the bottom left. That's the same guy, same anger, same vitriol. He's traveling the United States protesting. Here's another one, 8647. Does that sound familiar? Because that's the Comey stuff where it was like 8647, 86 the president. The Krassensteins got all involved. It's almost like this entire thing is completely and totally orchestrated. I told you, come here, please. Hear me. I'm not trying to do anything but tell you exactly what's happening on the street, and I source everything. These people are waiting for a flashpoint that is a result of everything that they're doing to raise the temperature. The politicians on the Democrat side are just as guilty. Democracy is dying. We're at war. They're Nazis. They're fascists. It is raising the temperature. And then when something pops off, like what you are seeing right now in Minneapolis, they then deploy these guys, them right there, and they start tearing things down, putting up barricades, burning things down, and ripping rhetoric like you just saw. Because the rhetoric that you're seeing in this action is not representative of the United States population. This is the extreme far left fringe wing. Okay? That's what they're representing as everyday Americans who are just this pissed. It's not. It's a manipulation. Look, I've got even more for you, and this is excellent, excellent research and reporting. The hat tip to Defiant L's on this one. Watch this. This woman and some others were just just discovered at the same protest. Watch this.
I'm right now. I'm representing myself, and I'm representing the folks at Rise and Resist who have been trained
so Rise
to
and
be
Resist.
marshals.
How much do they pay you to wear this vest?
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
So I did some digging, and the woman trying to stop my interview is named Karen. She is a professional protester. I found her at almost 100 different protests. Let's look at her portfolio, shall we? Here's her outside Trump Tower saying TikTok time's up. Here's her saying ban guns, not drag. Amazing. This is her telling us that lies have consequences. She is also very passionate about abortion. Even in the video right now, she's just wearing a hat that says abortion on it. Sometimes she gets less creative though and just holds a sign that says enough. Now here I found her working with a different professional protester that I've exposed. This is Stuart Waldman. He was there.
Isn't it interesting that these same people consistently start showing up no matter where it is over a very large period of time? That TikTok time's up one outside of Trump Towers, that was during the 47 or the 34 indictments that fell flat on their ass. Abortion rallies, ICE rallies. You seen the concept? These are professional protesters. These are not individual citizens who are so fed up with everything. And honest to God, the polling represents that exact same thing, which is probably why you're seeing, and we're going to cover it on our live stream tonight, all the protests nationwide are hundreds of people, if not dozens of people. All of this is manufactured. Because anybody with eyes and has a brain, brain is a little mean. Anybody with eyes and ears can see that video that we are talking about sparked this entire thing, all the evidence that's been laid out, and go, we know exactly what this is. And it sure as hell isn't a murder by federal officers upon a civilian just going about her business. We all know that. It is very, very clear. But these far-left protesters want you to think that the reality is what they're doing, not the reality of what everyone else is thinking, okay? That silent majority in the United States is taking all this in, and they all know. I'm telling you, watch. Let's keep on going.
And they raised the Palestinian flag over City Hall in Rhode Island.
Everyone knows you.
Everyone knows me?
You are. They know what you do.
I know what you do as well, Stuart Waldman. You are on the board of riseandresist.org, the company that is paying people like Karen for a second job as a professional protester. And the donation link to give you money is just Act Blue, which is the fundraising platform for the Democrat Party. That's who you are, Stuart Waldman. Now back to Karen. I found her with another professional protester that I've exposed. This was back at the Tesla protest. This is just a few photos of this other professional protester out of maybe 50 that I found.
Isn't that weird that you are not only seeing the same people over and over and over and over again, but you also have dedicated non-governmental organizations, or NGOs, that are 100% affiliated with Act Blue, which is the main funding vehicle of the Democrat Party. Do you find any of these connections odd? Because you're being manipulated. And that's the reason that I do these videos. Because, my God, I don't love talking about this. I don't love walking through lefties losing their collective minds and trying to act like that's everybody and representative of the United States, because it's not. But when they're lying to you and they're putting forward a false narrative to try to make you think worse about your country, I take issue with that, and I'm just going to show you things. All right, guys, listen. I'm going to see you on the live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.